From Ford Video Guy Studio in Salina, Kansas, it's McArthur Live with Tim Bartz and Sarah Davis. For all the information on ordering and production, Ford news, recalls, debunking all the fake news on social media, and whatever's on their mind, here's your hosts, Tim and Sarah.
Welcome in, everybody. How's everything going, Sarah? How's our audio doing?
Good.
I can hear you, hopefully.
Yeah, I can.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Well, welcome to episode 164. Hold on a second.
I was going to say, I can't see you.
There we go. Now we got us both on there. So I'm a digital dealer in Las Vegas, Nevada. For I don't know. This is how many digital dealers I've been to. Too many I can count. But we're going to have a little fun tonight. We're going to talk to a couple people that McArthur partners with to make us more successful and everything. We're going to talk about other dealers and what they can do and everything else, and we'll bring them on. So it'll be a little bit different than what we normally do, but we got Sarah there. You can manage the chat and everything.
Yeah.
Right? All right. So how's your week going without me?
Pretty good.
Good. It's weird because what I can see is over there, but the camera's here.
Yes.
So
sick kiddo as of this afternoon, so we're going.
Yeah, Sarah's got a sick kiddo at home, so I'm glad you could be here, and hope he's doing good. Yeah, there's a class right over here, so a little feedback there, but anyway, how's Theo doing?
He's good.
I also just did
happy as ever that he gets to eat as many popsicles as he wants.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can't you hear me?
Okay. I got one computer that's a little sketchy on Wi-Fi and one's not, so. Sorry. All right. So how's Theo doing?
He's good. Happy that he can eat all
No, really, it's more because I didn't want to.
All right. Well, that's good. So sounds like we're getting some more people in through my audio. All right, so hopefully I might have to adjust this audio here in a second, but and make sure we're going off of the right microphone because I think it's catching the mic from the phone as well as my mic. So I might have to adjust that. So when you do the good dealer, I'll kick off to you, and we'll do that. Okay.
For thought leadership to clear up my.
Unless we need to do it sooner.
We might
anyway,
do sooner.
Yep. Okay. Well, do you get your good dealer ready, and we'll get into that, and then we'll get into doing the members and everything else. We'll do that. Switch things around a little bit this week, but I learned some things today at Digital Dealer. We'll get it all figured out. So let me cut to you.
Okay.
And I'll fix this audio.
All right. Change DAVIS. Okay. I will have it in 1 second. There. Boom. Had to open a new tab. Let's see. We've got
Down on, so it's at the baseball.
okay. So for our good dealer today, I don't think he did the banner. I don't have access to that. Okay. There we go. All right. So for our good dealer today, we're going to go with. Yep, we're going to go with this one. Tom Ford in Houston, Texas. Had a great experience working with Jorge Lopez, who helped me place the order. And thank you to Mateo, who made my purchase very smooth. So if you are looking for someone in Houston, Texas, Tom Ford is a good dealer, Mateo and Jorge.
Do you need the space for 2 hours?
There you go.
So they were going to kick us out.
There we go. Okay. So Tom Ford in Texas, if you're looking for someone. Let's see who else. All right, we got our good dealer moment. So let's go over to some members. I see some people are putting in some what are they called? You're shouting out how long you've been a member. So I do want to try that one day where we have everyone, all of our members, put in how long that they've been a member, and that's how I want to do shout outs. Not this week, but another week.
I'm trying to test it out. See how make sure anybody ain't take anybody.
Not the best. No, you're all scratchy sounding.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So we have Mabsim in here saying hello, everyone, for 17 months. Elizabeth is here. She's been a member for 25 months. Nightwolf has been a member for 4 months. Good evening, everyone. And we have Alan, member for 34 months. And Ragnarcon, I saw your comment. I'm going to hold that till Tim's paying attention. We have Ford Enthusiast. Hello. All Terrain Nation. No, he is at Digital Dealer this week. Oh, that's much better.
Okay, there we go. There's like 4 different settings on when you're on using a phone that you can set up, and so I finally found the right one.
Okay. So
cool.
He is at Digital Dealer while I'm at the dealership still. So
we are here.
Yes. Francis Arrigo, all buttoned up here in Ocala, Ridgeview. Hope your house is going to be okay. That's what I was wondering. Let's see. Oh, Tim, you gotta hear this one. Now that there is one heck of a shirt. If I didn't realize he was getting ready to party, I would have brought appetizers.
We'll tell you a story about the shirt here in a second. Go ahead and finish up. Member shout-outs.
All right. We have, of course, Altering Nation is here. Douglas Blair is in here with us. We have Francis Arrigo, Mab Sim, Mike M. Yes, and I've been muting his mic when he isn't talking. So we're good there. Let's see. I didn't tag anyone as you guys were coming in. I wanted to try something different. Jack Evans is here. Midcoast Maine is checking in. Let's see, we have Ronald Smith is here. Good evening. And Brian Foster. Thoughts for those in the path of the Milton and recovering from Helene. Yes. I've heard that they've put out an evacuation for Milton, so prayers are going out to all of those in the path.
Yes.
All right. Those are the members I saw. If I didn't get you, I'm so sorry. But those are the ones I had.
All right. How's my audio sound better?
Much better.
Okay, so it was on default and need to be on something else. Anyway, all right, well, good. So I do want to bring people in, and I actually have kind of planned some things because I don't think that, I think we're going to get kicked out of here, so we won't be able to stay going live for like an hour and a half or whatever. So we're going to do the scheduling video at the end in case we don't get to it. It's already been pre-recorded, and that way we can play it at the end. And that way you guys can still have that, and then I can follow it up with questions, pack everything up, and do that outside if I need to. So,
yeah.
But what I want to do right now, because I want to bring on some other partners and such, and get into the topics. I think we're going to kind of skip a little things, but I do want to cover a couple of some news updates on some things. So don't forget, you can go to our website, forwardvideoguidemedia.com, and we have articles on a lot of things and some of this news that's happened this last week, the 25 expedition. We also have some news about the Ford connectivity and Blue Cruise. Now, that article I haven't written yet, but what I want to talk about, because I'm going to try to probably write that tonight, is that the Ford, some people don't know about this, and that is the Ford connectivity package. It's going to be available on the Explorer and the Expedition. There's a lifetime plan that's going to be available for $745. That's not available unless you order it on your vehicle or get it at the dealer. So you can't get that later. So that's something you need to know. Also, the Blue Cruise lifetime plan that was advertised, the $24.95, and you get that, and they say lifetime is at least 7 years. That's also not available through getting your Ford app and such. You can't get that later. You have to get that at the time of delivery as well. That's what I've been told from our Ford reps. So, and then some of you probably already heard some information about the Bronco freewheeling package that came out. So you can check out our blog post on that. And we'll probably be doing a video hopefully next week on the complete order guide. Now the brand manager and the media people for the Bronco have been telling me that they'll get me information the next week or so. But then I replied back that I think the order banks open up next week. So hopefully I get it by next week. Anyway, but so some really good information out there. And yeah, I think that's all the Ford news that I wanted to make sure we covered. And see what else we do. Of course, don't forget, check out some of the more recent videos we did. This week, we'll probably have a lot of videos because we're kind of in between some models getting spec'd out. But, you know, next week, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have Ranger, Bronco. We should have information on those. So we'll see how that goes. But let's see, what else, Sarah? Pretty much it.
Videos? Yeah.
Yep. We're not going to cover recalls this week. I think there was one recall that was an updated and we'll cover that next week with the rest of them. But other than that, I think that's it. Okay, we of course don't forget you can become a member if you want. You guys know how to do that. Go right to the subscribe button and all that. But anyway, all right. So should we get into our? Let me get the banners over here. Get into our topic for tonight.
Yes.
All right, let's drop this. All right, so what I want to do tonight is kind of talk about, I decided recently that I wanted to come to Digital Dealer. And for those of you who don't know, Digital Dealer is a conference that is available for automotive dealers, any brand, new, used, all that kind of stuff, to be able to learn more about how they can be a progressive dealer digitally. When we talk about digitally, we're talking about what's online, what's on social media, what you see when you Google things and all kind of stuff. Digital Dealer is where I actually learned to start doing videos. If it wasn't for Digital Dealer, I don't know if we'd be doing the videos like we are right now. So, and also it's where we usually go, like we're in right now. We're in the expo hall here, and this is where you can see different vendors that you can partner with to help your dealership be more successful. And maybe do something that you can't do yourself, and so you hire different what they call vendors to be able to do different things for you, whether it be a website vendor, whether it be a company like we have that's good. We're going to talk about in a little bit, that helps us with being able to do video. I know some of you out there that have bought vehicles from us have gotten videos from some of our salespeople, right? So that is done with an app that is provided by somebody that we have that we partner with. Flip Fusion. So we'll talk about them and get them on here and talk about what they do and such. Now, some of you out there are dealers, so we thought this might be kind of fun to do. Anyway, at least get you an inside scoop of kind of what progressive dealers are doing to kind of help their dealership be more successful, or to be able to help them, sell more cars, or get their at least get their message out, right, of what they're all about. So, all right, that all sound good? Okay,
Yeah.
Well, let's start bringing in some of them. All right, first I want to introduce Sean.
Hello,
here.
how are you?
Sean.
Great to see you, bud.
Oh, wait. Put that clip in on somewhere.
Hey, how's that?
So Sean here is, tell us who you are and where we're at here.
Hi, my name's Sean Stapleton. I'm CEO and co-founder of Dealer Teamwork. And we're a digital dealer in Vegas, having a great show with my buddy Tim and along McArthur organization. Congratulations on your tremendous success as always.
Yeah.
We believe in complete teamwork. We like to say teamwork makes a dream work. Yeah. And we consider you an unbelievable partner to our organization.
Yep. So Dealer Teamwork, you guys probably know because we actually talked about it when our YouTube channel went down. Dealer Teamwork really was very successful in partnering with us to help get that channel back.
It's the right thing to do. You're
yes.
a great person, great organization, and anything we could do. We're a Google Premier partner, so that means top 3%. So we were able to use some of our Google friends and assets to try to help move things along a little faster, because that was very was concerning that wasn't working for you guys. And you got to reach out and help each other. The world's about helping each other. It's not always about selling deals.
Yep. Now, we've been with you guys for, I don't know, 6, 8 years?
7 years, yeah.
7 years. But one of the things that I'm really big when I go and talk to vendors and talk to different people about the products is how they believe what I believe. And I've gone, because as I've been an internet manager for 20 years.
Yeah, done a great job too.
So thank you. But I like to partner with them. And one of the things that when talking to you guys 7 years ago was that you guys' beliefs and the way you did things were similar in line to what we do as a dealership. And what I like about Dealer Teamwork is how they partner with us. And, I will say this. I have a lot of vendors that call me to do monthly calls and everything, and there's only a couple that I actually talk to. Most of them are like, I'll call you if I got an issue. And you guys are one. I know the other, Tim, we're going to come on. He's another one that we talked to.
Another great organization.
Yes. And so these guys work really well and saying, what are you wanting to achieve this month? And how can we help achieve that? And they've done some things for our website. And and everything
Paid
else.
search.
Paid search.
Yep,
Yep.
social. We love to build out the landing pages. You can get your organic and custom content on it easily and updated regularly. So as you'd say, and you've taught me, high quality, relevant content is critical, but it can't be content that's even weeks old. What you do that's so well, Tim, is you build content that people want to consume to learn about the product or the brand, and it's very timely. Most of the time, let's tell a funny story. I wanted to go out and move from one Bronco to another Bronco, and I basically watched everything you had on it. Like, what's the next feature? Should I wait one more model year? We talked about maybe vents in the back seat now, right? And new trim packages, things like that. Guess where I get that from? This guy right here. And we like to say teamwork makes the dream work.
Yep.
We don't have all the answers, but if you listen to your customer and ask them what they need, it's amazing what you can learn on how to build product services. And at the end of the day, we've got to answer the phone. And we're very proud of our relationship with you and your team.
Yep. What's really fun is you guys actually in your presentation today, you used our dealership as an example, and a lot of you don't know, but there's those dealer teamwork is kind of driven by these MPOP ads.
Yep.
Right, and so you put these basically inventory, so it's actual vehicles. So I don't know if some of you out there, you've clicked on an ad and you click on that ad and it goes to some place that's not even what you wanted to click on. I'm sure a lot of you have had that happen. Well, what they do is preload those so we can pick that inventory. And then when you click on that ad that's relevant, that shows here's the price of this vehicle, it goes right to that vehicle.
Yeah, it's model, trim specific,
right?
Stock number specific, and you control it in real time. That's through our patented MPOP. Stands for Merchandising Personalization Optimization Platform. The more relevant and precise you are, the keywords people are searching for, the better you serve them, the more the clicks, the less they cost. It's a really simple process, but it's amazing how everybody wants to overcomplicate it. And you're a great customer because you tell us exactly what inventory you want to move, how to price it, and we do it every single day, over and over and over. What's so cool is you can go to your hometown or you're near it, type in your model, your name, your make, anyway, and you're going to show up both paid and organically across the board, beating most of the OEMs out there now.
Yeah.
And that's because you've been doing it right for a long time. We're very proud of the partnership, and your results have been awesome.
Yeah. Which is why we market people all over. And I was going to say to that, the person that does, actually, are we good? The person that does our MPOP ads is Sarah.
Sarah, great job.
Thank you.
You work the tool very well. The better you work it, the more results. Look at that. I got a big smile out of her.
She gets in there every day, and she does those ads. And we're a dealership that reprice our vehicles almost for inventory.
Yep.
Sarah had to do that today. She reprices, and then it automatically changes those ads when we reprice.
Yep.
And so then she'll go in just in case the leases sometimes doesn't always work. So, but we work that.
Because we can do custom leases. You can do from the OEM. You can do tier 2, or you can do tier 3, and we can customize any of them in real time. So, 15 minutes from now, if you wanted to change a lease price, an APR, or savings, add a video, add it to multiple pages, click of a button, and it's done.
Yeah.
So time, speed to market, lower cost per conversion is the goal.
Yeah. So again, if any of your dealers are out there, you're not a digital dealer. If you're working with an SEM company, I encourage you to look at them.
Dealer teamwork.
So yes. So
look at that logo. Doesn't it look good in that shirt?
That's how I got the shirt.
Yeah, you look great. Yeah.
Yeah, which
still one of my favorites. I'll wear that at dinner tonight.
Although you guys didn't have.
I had to go shop shirt today. So I don't dress myself. I'm told by marketing what to wear. So, but let's talk about one more thing. I can't wait to go on one of these Bronco adventures with you.
Yes.
You and your family do an amazing job with it. I've been jealous for a long time. I got my Bronco ready to go, and I'm ready to literally click on the button and go with you to where are we going? Colorado?
Yeah, I told them we got to go to Colorado. So we have a lot of people that are in there, the Bronco people in our chat. So they'll know. So yeah, you got a Bronco Raptor.
Bronco Raptor.
What
yep.
year is it?
2022.
2022 Bronco Raptor.
Yep. So, and I'm a Ford guy though, so we have 4 Fords in the family. My other one's the F-150 Raptor on 37s, which is my favorite everyday driving.
So is it the R?
Not yet. The R's coming.
Raptor 37.
Yeah. So the 37 would have been the R, but we had chip shortages, an issue, so they couldn't get the big motor. And I wasn't, I wanted to let customers get it all worked out, but I will, God willing, we'll have one pretty quickly.
Yep. And Dealer Teamwork is a Ford partner. So if you're a Ford dealer out there and you're going to use the Ford Ford Direct stuff,
Yep.
then they're one of the partners you can work with.
100% co-op eligible, the tech fee and the media fee as long as they have funds, right? And we have the patented platform. And for over 2 years, we're the #1 new car lead provider that closes in 90 days. So we're proud of that.
Yep.
Ford and Lincoln are some of our favorite people to work with. Not only great product, but I kind of feel like the Raptor series was built for guys like you and I, right?
Yep.
And there's nothing I like more than to jump in the pickup and go ripping down the road.
Yeah. So
Can I show one other prop? Kind of proud of this thing. Look at that. Woo! That's my buddy Eric Mills, co-founder. Eric, come here. Look at this thing. Man, this is heavy, right? So feel how heavy that thing is. That's legit. 2 questions for Eric.
Is that
Number
real
one, how did you
cold?
get through TSA? So this is Eric Meltz, co-founder. Right?
They did ask me to take it off.
Is this like your version of Spanx? All right. So this is Eric. This is one of my best buddies in the world, co-founder, and he helps lead our LSEO and SEO team and custom content creation. One of the brightest, sharpest, greatest guys in the industry. And it's like a match made in heaven because sometimes we need custom content. And I don't know any Ford dealer in America that's got a better custom content than you, right? And just keep doing it, Tim, because you're killing it. I mean, the number of people I know that go to your stuff to learn about new product, what's coming, what's cool about it, the differences. I mean, you're one of the primary sources for all of this.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Is number one. To be able to create content at scale like that, Tim, and be able to get the audience that you got, I mean, hats off to you. That's just tremendous.
And how
Well,
about all
to
your
the
people
viewers.
online? Would they give us a thumbs up and agree? Tim and the family, and that was awesome humans.
Yeah, I'd say you actually have an SEO report now, and I've heard that according to Bronson, our rep, that we rank pretty high on that.
You've got, not only do you have top-notch local rankings, but against your competition, but we've got the new heat map local ranking. I don't know if you've even seen that yet, but we'll make sure it's in your next report. But now you can actually see what people in and around your market within about 4 to 5 miles of the actual terms that people are searching that engage and convert on your site.
That's pretty cool.
And we've been doing this a long time. Proof's in the pudding, right? Just go out and look for any of these products or Google any of this stuff or, on social media or your Google business profile or on your website. And that's all fresh content that these guys are creating in real time. And there's nothing better than original content.
That's what
That's
makes
what I
the
think.
partnership so strong and so solid, because most of the time what we're trying to do is just deal with content, obviously at a certain level that is really, really, I would say, standard, average at best. We raise the bar, but then someone like you comes along and you take it up to the next level that literally nobody else in the industry is doing. So hats off to you.
And there's one more partner coming soon, Flick Fusion, coming on the right. Those guys do an amazing job to be able to create the videos, put it together right so we can get that ranking. Because video consumption is exploding. I mean, if we put a picture, we put a GIF, we put a video, which one do you think gets clicked on the most? The video. And do you think it's going to become less or more in the future? Much more, in my opinion.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, well,
It's a great job.
don't forget us little guys when you keep touching it. Awesome human right here.
Well,
Thank you.
Grab that mic, and let's bring Tim in here. The other Tim. So you have double Tim.
Tim.
Sarah, we got any questions?
Not specifically to that.
All right. Flip that on. How's that? That'll work. All right. So we have. Go ahead and introduce yourself and what you do. This camera. Yep.
Tim James, Flick Fusion Video Marketing. What we do is anything and everything video. We're what we call fully integrated video marketing platform for the automotive industry. Basically what that means is when you mention the word video, that means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. And there's a lot of different types of video that are very important for dealerships to communicate with their customers throughout the entire buying cycle. High funnel video content that is feature rich, model level, feature rich video content, all the way down to VIN specific inventory videos that would reside on your website for in-market shoppers, people who know what make and model they want. Now they're interested in learning more about each individual vehicle that you have. So to tell that story on the website, so the consumer doesn't have to just read a whole bunch of text. And video communication. So reaching out to your customers, people who have reached out to your salesperson at the dealership, inquired about different VIN-specific vehicles that you have on your lot, to respond to those customers with a video, to let them meet the salesperson, let them understand that not all salespeople are scary like you see on TV, and really start to work on that trust relationship with a consumer, so that all the barriers can come down, and we can ask honest questions and get honest answers without feeling intimidated or afraid of each other. So we take all of those different types of video content, merge them into one platform, so that each of the different types of content can then be leveraged, can be used throughout the buying cycle, on each of the various touch points. So long explanation.
Yep. Which is one of the reasons that we partnered with you, because we were doing, so for anybody who's been on the website, a lot of these people will get on our website and mess around with the live stream. But you'll be on that. If you're looking at a vehicle, you see that 360, see that vehicle there, and you can spin it and see the inside and outside. So their company they make those. Well, we make them, Sarah and I and Jeff. We take those spins of all of our inventory, but then that's used there on the website. But also sales guys can take that video that's already there within your application, and then they can make a custom one-to-one video to you guys. So I'm sure some of you that have bought from us, Ridgeview, you probably got one of these videos from Mike, your salesperson, just kind of introducing them to you or whatever it might be, or doing a walk around on that used car or something, so they can see any dents, dings, and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I like about yours, is that they can do that. Or if it's snowing outside and they still want to do a video, they can do that. They can take the spin and do a voiceover, so they don't have to go walk outside, and it still gets that information that they're looking for.
Absolutely. Raining, snowing. Nobody wants to go out in that weather, but you still want to communicate with your customer. So being able to repurpose some of that content.
And that could be done. So a lot of people, you can't, like if I send a text of a video, I'll get an Android phone just with an iPhone. You won't see it. It won't convert it right. But your tool stays within it. So what you're actually texting over is a link. They click on it, they can see it. So it's going to look good no matter what device they're on.
It's going to look great, and it's going to be a consistent process, right? So whether you're wanting to send it from a desktop or from the mobile phone, it's the consistent process for the salesperson, but it's also a consistent experience for the consumer, right? So every video that consumer receives is on we call it a landing page. A better word might be a video experience page, right? Because the salesperson can include additional video content. And just like with your videos, there's so much video content that you have out there. Somebody lands on your page, they watch a video, man, we just want to sit for the next 20, 30 minutes and just watch video after video after video, because there's so many good videos that you've created. So we want to duplicate that experience, take some of this other video content that's available, whether it's a similar inventory or maybe a salesperson introduction where the salesperson can talk about themselves, a dealership, what we call value proposition, where you're telling the consumer about the dealership.
I think we just froze.
For a split second.
Oh, so that one's working. This one isn't. Okay.
So yeah, there we go. We're back.
Yeah.
So we want to create a video experience, so that when the consumer receives that video message, they can watch multiple videos that are relevant to the reason they reached out to that salesperson to begin with.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, that we we like to partner. And also, I want to thank you because I put it out on LinkedIn that I want to go to Digital Dealer. It's a late notice. Hey, anybody out there have a code? And I kind of reached out to some people, and you actually came through and got me into Digital Dealer. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
We like being here for our partners. So yeah, absolutely.
And more importantly, I think at this point is that dinner's coming up later tonight.
That's right.
They invited me to dinner
Where are we going?
Hell's Kitchen, which I actually watched Hell's Kitchen a little bit. And, I'm kind of excited.
I'm excited too. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be
So,
delicious.
and I get to take a walk down the strip to get there,
Yes.
or Uber, but we'll see. Anyway, well, thank you very much. All right.
Appreciate
I'll
you.
let you get
Good to
going.
meet everybody.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank y'all.
All right, sir. Any questions? Earpiece keeps falling out.
We have
All
a
right.
few.
right.
Scheduling. Belinda said that she wanted to that she ordered a King Ranch from us.
A what?
A King Ranch.
Uh-huh.
Belinda just ordered a King Ranch from us, so they'll be coming out to see us once it's in.
Awesome. And I think we had somebody that saw one of our F-150s advertised, and they're coming in this week, right?
Yes, they should be here Thursday if everything goes so
Great. That's awesome.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's good. What other questions?
That's the questions I have besides scheduling and the freewheeling edition.
The what?
Freewheeling edition that was just released.
Yes. So on our blog website, FordVideoGuideMedia.com, we have an article with images and everything on that freewheeling edition. So you can go check that out. But so it's going to be. Let's go through the specifics on that because it is kind of different. So it is a package, not a trim, like it is on the Bronco Sport. So Bronco Sport, it's its own trim and everything. That's just how you equip it. Basically, big band equipment with the freewheeling different look. But on the so they're kind of doing that in a sense for the Bronco. So it's a big bend with a freewheeling package, and it looks like to me because they said it's standard cloth top that it may be only available in 4-door, but they didn't actually specify that in the Ford media release. So I'm kind of waiting for that order guide to come out so I learn more about it. But so there you go. But some things we did find out. You can get it with the Sasquatch package, so the wheel will look different if it's Sasquatch, which is what you're seeing on all the media release, or it looks like there's a black painted steel wheel, which is probably the black diamond wheel, I would assume. That's standard if you don't get the Sasquatch package. And then, silver. Now, something that Ford mentioned is that they said that the door handles are body colored, but when I looked at the images, they're silver painted.
Yes.
Which is exactly how Bronco Sport does theirs. Theirs is silver painted door handles. So we'll find out what's gonna be, but I got a feeling they're the silver door handles. So we made an assumption there. Other than that, there are Motor One released some images that nobody else has really released that I can find. I was trying to get my hands on it. That actually showed some images of the back seat and behind the consoles. One of the things that a lot of Bronco people have complained is there's no vents for those in the rear seats. So it looks like on the freewheeling edition, they're showing vents on the back of the console. So we assume 2025 we'll see that, which would be nice. Mm-hmm. The other thing that they highlighted was there was an image of the front dash. And the screen, the productivity screen, is the same 12-inch productivity screen you see in the Raptor, which we know we're seeing that on all the Bronco Sports. So I'm not surprised that's getting rolled over to all the Broncos as well. So those are two little bits of information we're teasing that we're getting. I was hoping to get some of that from Ford, but I didn't get that. So,
well, you hit all the points that they were asking about.
Okay.
Can someone on the stream advise how roomy the regular Bronco is? I really want the Bronco Sport balance with Sasquatch, but I'm 6'1", and the legroom behind me would only be good for someone up to 5'5". So do you think?
Yeah, I mean, are we talking 4-door? I assume.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the Broncos are a little smaller. They're not too bad. Like for me, I'm about 5'11". If I'm in there, I feel like there's plenty of leg room back there. But for someone that's 6'1", that is going to move that seat back a little bit.
You know,
And you'll probably have a little bit less leg room.
our general manager would be one to ask because he's currently driving a 4-door Bronco
There you go.
and has a kid in a car seat. Maybe she's not in a car seat, but he's driving a 4-door Bronco, and he could probably advise me on that, and I can have an answer for you next week, unless you remember, and then I'll have it on Friday.
Yeah.
Which you are Ford enthusiast, so I'll get back to you on Friday.
Yeah, he is a member. Let's see
right.
what else. Let me get my notes over here. The connectivity package we talked about a little bit. Oh, Bronco Nation. There's a post today that I need to put out that Bronco Nation. You can use your Ford Pass rewards if you if you're in the Ford Pass app. If you have a vehicle, you're supposed to be giving codes for people to use towards a Bronco Nation membership or merch. There's 2 different codes: a $25 and a $50 offer, I think. Those are supposed to start being eligible yesterday. I haven't looked at my Ford Pass app to see if that's there yet, but yeah. And I don't think there's anything else I can think of for dealer news. Yeah. And then scheduling. We'll do scheduling because it looks like a lot of people are leaving, and they're probably going to kick me out of here in a little bit. So what we'll do is we can end it with scheduling, and then I'll stay on my phone. We'll start it, and then we'll get that video. I got that video rolled up here. We should be able to get that keep that rolling. And I don't know how long it is. Anyway, but we'll get that information for you. And again, that video is already scheduled out for Wednesday night. So we'll get it for that as well. Again, it's pre-recorded with all the schedule information that was available to me yesterday. So, which to let you know, not many models are scheduled this week. There's only 3: your F-150, Super Duty, and Transit. All the other models are not scheduled this week.
All right, so that took care of that question. Any Mavericks scheduling this week?
No, they pretty much have the month of November scheduled out for almost all the models. So F-150 and Super Duty and Transits, they will schedule every week. They don't really do it like the other models. The other models, they try to schedule all the retails the first week, whatever, and then once they get those done, then any dealers' allocations, they'll put stuff. And then, so that usually it's just a trickle, couple of weeks. But when it comes to the, F-150 Super Duty, they're on a weekly. They don't use all the allocations the same in 1 week like they do the other models. So, all right, they're telling us to get out of here.
Okay.
They're yelling at us, so we'll probably get that. But yeah, any other questions before we do the scheduling video and kind of end it? I might be on after the scheduling for any questions, but I don't really think you're going to have any questions because, like I said, there's not many models scheduling.
Yeah.
So, anything else?
Not. I mean, I can answer the questions that are in here. Except,
all right. Yeah.
Pelagio.
Huh? Did you send? Not yet. I'm going to be walking by it tonight. So I might either Uber over or back, but I'll check it out tonight. Oh, one fun fact: the Tropicana is imploding tonight. So at 2:30 in the morning, they're going, and I'm staying at the Desert Rose, which is like right by it. So
wait, they're blowing up a building.
They warned us that was going to happen. A fireworks show at 2 a.m. and imploding at 2:30, and it'll be done by 2:31 or something. That's crazy. So I want to go get a picture outside in front of it, what it looks like now, and then what it is like tomorrow night.
That's lovely.
Just for fun.
That's lovely.
2 a.m. So but I've looked at the building, like the towers. They pretty much taken the windows out, and a lot of it's already like completely is taken out. I mean, it's pretty much just a structure that needs to come down.
Yes. When
So,
they're imploding a building on purpose, they usually gut it, take
Yeah.
everything out, and then
Oh.
take down the structure.
Oh yeah, thanks. All right, that's about it.
All
Anything
right.
else?
Nothing that I can't answer.
Yes, and everybody. What about the sphere? The sphere's pretty cool. I don't know what was playing when I flew in. I could see it, but I couldn't tell what was on it. But yeah. And then, of course, all the people in Florida, stay safe. It looks like it's going to go right through Tampa and across through Orlando. So hopefully, we got Ridgeview's and hopefully in Maine. But
They are in
yeah.
Maine.
Okay, so everybody, Jack, hopefully you stay safe. I think he's in Orlando. Is that what
We
he said?
haven't heard from Gino, but
Gino.
Ridgeview.
Hopefully those people in Florida are getting out of there. So it doesn't sound good. I don't even know what it's like. I'm in Kansas, so we have tornadoes that come through, but we don't evacuate. That would be really hard to be able to be in Florida and just have to evacuate.
Hurricane takes days and days. Well, it can take days to reach the shore. You have plenty of time to see it coming. A tornado is not. A tornado is spur of the moment. Oh, there's a funnel. Get in the basement.
Yeah.
It's not predictable. And I mean, it's getting more and more predictable as we learn more and more about the weather. But at this point, all we can do is we might be in the path of a possible tornado area. Keep your ear on the radio. Keep an eye on the sky. If you see a funnel, head to safety.
Right.
That's all we can do.
Yep. All right. I better pack up before they get mad at me.
Okay.
Anything else?
No.
All right.
Let's get scheduling notes.
Well, we're gonna start the video. And then, Sarah, if you want to stay on, you can answer any questions in the chat. You can. I'll try to maybe stay on, but I won't guarantee it. We might just end right to the end the live stream.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's run this right here. All right, so let's get into scheduling for this week, and this is we're getting to like the last week of October, or actually September's allocations and scheduling of stuff for November, and we haven't started on October's. Now, last week we talked about October's wholesale or allocations to be used for those December build dates and some of that information, and that won't start until next week. So this week is kind of almost an empty week. There's only 3 models out of all of them that are even scheduling this week. But let me give the information on that as well as the other vehicles. And there are a few updates to some order guide or some order banks and such. So we'll add that and include that as we go through this. Now, don't forget the terminology for everything. So in here, what we're talking about is scheduling of orders, and those orders are placed in the order bank. So order bank is where the dealer places all stock and retail orders. Now, a retail order is a customer placed order, whereas a stock order is an order that is placed by the dealer for stock or lot inventory. Party codes, those are parties that are given by the dealership to those orders. A retail order or customer placed order can be anything from an 03 through a 19. The lower, the better. So it's kind of nice if you can get one of those 03 from your dealer. 20 to 80 for stock, and again, still lower the better. So a lot of times when Ford will pump in orders for dealers, they'll be at a priority 80, and the dealers can then customize those a little bit and then move them down to 20. Same way on the retail. The default is 19 for those. So if you get a 19, don't need to freak out or anything that you're not an 03. You just talk to your dealership and find out, is that what they do for every order? Because if they do keep everyone at 19, then there's no unfair advantage for your order necessarily. So, all right. Next, scheduling. That is when Ford schedules an order for production dates in the future months. As we're talking about, a lot of these are finishing up for September's allocations for those November build dates. So usually get scheduled first to the week, and then as you get closer, you'll get scheduled to the day, which that's production date. Allocations. Allocation is important. Ford gives dealers allocations to schedule their orders. A dealer needs an allocation to schedule an order in the order bank. Just having an order in there does not dictate or mean
that order will automatically get scheduled. That's not usually the way it works. A dealer earns allocations from their sales of each model within their region. So the better they sell one model or another, the more allocations they get. We have a lot of allocations for Maverick. We get about 30 to 40 a month. F-150 Super Duty is the same thing because we sell those real heavily. Other models, we don't have near as many, like Escape and such, because we don't sell as many as some other dealers within our region. Constraints, those are options that may be in short supply or take longer to build. Capacity, that is a planned production rate of a given motor, trim, or option. So that planned capacity versus what the suppliers can give them for a way of parts to keep up that capacity, that's where you get that constraint. If there's more orders than what their capacity is, or maybe there's a problem getting some of the parts that they from the suppliers, that could be a constraint and allow for some bog down and some longer lead times to get those orders scheduled. Job 1 and 2, that's the production within a model year. They will be split into two different production or jobs. Job 1 is the launch of that model year. A lot of times job 2, they'll want to introduce a new package or something new to the model or make some significant changes. If there's a supply issues, they'll make that for job 2. And we're seeing that with some of our other vehicle lines. And balance out. That's the end of production or the balance out of what they can produce for an option or model. See that a lot of times at the end of a model year. All right, so let's get into this. First up is the 25 model year Mustang. Mustang order banks are open up for the 25 model year, so you can place those orders in there. Those are currently open, and for the Mustang, looks like they're going to start production for the 24 model year. There's for the looks like job 1 is 11/4. So that's when they're going to start producing the first 2025 model years. They're not scheduled this week. They've scheduled out most of November already. And next week they'll start scheduling for December build dates. All right. Next up is a 25 model year Escape. Escape order banks are open up for all trim levels, including your plug-in. They are going along, and 25 model year, I think they just started scheduling. Yes, they started production. Job 1 was 9/18. That means the first one built. So they've already started production for the 25 model year, and they are not scheduling this week. They have everything planned out for the month of November that they plan and that they need. And next week they'll start scheduling probably for those December build dates. 25 model year Bronco Sport. The order banks are open up for the Bronco Sport, even the Badlands and Outer Banks with the Sasquatch packages. You can order them now. They won't get scheduled until job 2, which is supposed to be scheduled for February build dates. It looks like in here. They are not scheduled this week. They've already got all of November planned out. And so next week we'll start moving to that. So 11/1 or November 11th is when they start production for the 25 model year. All right, next up is the 24 model year Bronco. Order banks are still open up for the Bronco. They're going to be closing soon, it looks like. In fact, they just updated this a little bit. So the order bank closes October 30th for the 24 model year. Should open up the 25.
All right, guys, I think when he closed his computer, he was the main lead on the stream. And so I think it took the video off when he closed it. So I can't hear you.
How about now?
Yeah.
All right, let me, I didn't realize that. So let me,
Yeah, because I don't have any banners.
that's right. The video was off of this computer.
Yeah.
Where were we? Do you know what model we were on?
Pretty sure it was Mustang.
Okay. Oh, then we just started. Sense. All right. Let me pull that back up.
Okay.
And we'll skip it to that part. All right. Try this again. Sorry.
All right, so let's get into scheduling for this week. And this is we're getting to like the last week of are open up for the 25 model year, so you can place those orders in there. Those are currently open. And for the Mustang, looks like they're going to start production for the 24 model year. There's for the looks like job one is 11/4. So that's when they're going to start producing the first 2025 model years. They're not scheduled this week. They've scheduled out most of November already. And next week they'll start scheduling for December build dates. All right, next up is a 25 model year Escape. Escape order banks are open up for all trim levels, including your plug-in. They are going along, and 25 model year, I think they just started scheduling. Yes, they started production. Job one was 9/18. That means the first one built. So they've already started production for the 25 model year, and they are not scheduling this week. They have everything planned out for the month of November that they plan and that they need, and they'll next scheduling probably for those December build dates. 25 model year Bronco Sport. The order banks are open up for the Bronco Sport, even the Badlands and Outer Banks with the Sasquatch packages. You can order them now. They won't get scheduled until job two, which is supposed to be scheduled for February build dates. It looks like in here. They are not scheduled this week. They've already got all of November planned out. And so next week we'll start moving to that. So 11/1 or November 11th is when they start production for the 25 model year. All right, next up is the 24 model year Bronco. Order banks are still open up for the Bronco. They're going to be closing soon, it looks like. In fact, they just updated this a little bit. So the order bank closes October 30th for the 24 model year. Should open up the 25 model year on the 15th. So if you don't like what you see for the 25 model year when that opens up, that still gives you a couple weeks to go ahead and order that those ending Broncos for the 24 model year. And they are going to they did update the balance out. So the last day they're going to build a 24 model year is December 16th. That's about a week earlier than they originally planned, and that was an update that I saw this week. Yeah, other than that, there you go. Now you cannot order an Everglades anymore, of course, and you can't order a Heritage Edition 4-door or a Heritage Limited Edition. So, but other than that, you can order those. All right, next up is a 24 model year Mach-E. Order banks are open up for the 24 model year. Those should be closing soon, though. See my notes here. They're going to close October 23rd. So you want to get those orders in if you're wanting one. Order banks for the 25 model year will be October 22nd. So that's when that should open, with production starting for 2025 model year January 6th. And then balance out for 24 model year will be December 20th. And they are not scheduling this week either. That's another one that's not scheduling. They've already planned out November and waiting until next week to start December scheduling. All right, next up, 25 model year Explorer. Order banks are open up for the 25 model year. In fact, they're open up for job two. They've already gone to job two on the 25 Explorer with some significant changes. So you definitely want to check out the article I did on that. And I'll probably be doing a video at some point as well on that. And then, let's see, yeah, 25 model years in full swing for production. No scheduling this week, though. Again, they have all of November planned out. Next up, 24 model year Expedition. Order banks are closed on the 24 model year, and they're not opened up for the 25 model year yet. The order banks are going to open up October 24th for the 25 model year, with production starting January 6th. And then they're going to be producing the 24s through December 4th, but they've already planned out all of that production already. They are balanced out on the 24 model year Expedition. You cannot get one scheduled right now, and they won't start scheduling for the 25 for a while. Next up, 25 model year Maverick. The order banks are open up for the 25 model year, including your Lobo 702A. It can be ordered, but it will not be produced again. And it's kind of like the Bronco Sport Sasquatch until probably February build dates. So just you're aware of that. They're not going to schedule those for a little while. They are not scheduled this week. They already have November scheduled out and planned out for the Maverick. All right, next up, 24 model year Ranger. The order banks are closed for the Ranger for retail. You can order a stock one, and that'd be if a dealer has an allocation why they want to put those in. But the order banks should be opening up soon. I think it's the same day as Bronco is going to be the 15th of October is when those will open up for the Ranger, with production also starting January 2nd as well for that. Now, they did change the balance out date for the Ranger. It is now going to be December 17th as the last day they're going to build a 24 model year. So that actually got moved up just like a Bronco did as well. So, all right. All right. Next up is the 24 model year Super Duty. Super Duty ore banks are still open for the 24 model year as well as a 25 model year. So right now you could order either one. I'd probably believe veer more towards the 25 if I were you at this point, but they are scheduling 24 model year orders this week. This Kentucky truck plant is going to be scheduling for November 4th through the weeks of 12/2, as well as Ohio is going to be scheduling the weeks of 12/2 through the week of January 13th. So it sounds like they're trying to get balance that out for those orders. Let's see. Several notes in here, a lot of them for dealers. So dealers take note of those. I won't go through those, but limited availability for the pickup box Delete with the 6.8 liter gas engine. Also limited availability for the Lariat trim. Limited availability for the tire that is on the F450 dually, that 19.5-inch traction tire there. That is also, and it does say that tire is also optional on the F600 XL and XLT. And then the 20-inch dark carbonized gray high gloss painted aluminum wheel with the matte black hub cover center ornaments. It'll be optional STX and XLT Sport, standard on the Sport, it says. And then it says DAG wheel ornament that's included in the 2-wheel drive single rear wheel with the black hub covers and the 10.5-inch axle. That is also limited availability, as well as the power sliding rear window that's available on the crew cab and super cabs. That is also a limited availability. So there's some of those restrictions there. And again, 25 model year order banks are open up right now. Now Kentucky will start building December 2nd, with Ohio starting production up January 21st. And so they don't have scheduling dates yet. So keep putting those in there. All right. Next up, 25 model year F-150. The order banks are open up for the 25 model year. They're closed for 24 model year. And they are scheduled this week at the Dearborn truck plant, not in Kansas City, but Dearborn for the week of November 25th. And just saying here, 25 model year is scheduling at Dearborn, but Kansas City is not scheduling. So there you go. There's that. Does say they are needing some 25 model year Dearborn truck plant Raptors and Raptor R orders. If that is limited availability for the 5.0 liter V8 engine, as well as a 3.5 liter EcoBoost engine. So it looks like this is a good week for the 2.7 liter engine, as well as your hybrid. It looks like those two are the two available. Now, 25 model year production for these are, as I said, job 1 is 11/12 at Dearborn, but not until December 9th for Kansas City. So they'll start scheduling Kansas City probably next month. Is how I'll take that right there. So, and they actually did change the date. The balance out date for Detroit, or Dearborn, I should say, is November 12th. So that's the last day they're going to build a 24 model year. All right, next up, 24 model year Transits. Order banks are open up for the 24 model year. They will be closing soon, and this goes for the E-Transit as well. So for the Transit, the order banks are closing 10/30 of 2024. So end of October. Balance out is November 11th for the ICE version. Now for the E-Transit, the order banks are going to be open up into December 22nd, with balance out for the E-Transits being December 22nd as well. I'm not sure why the order banks are open till then. I might have that wrong in my notes. Anyway, for the 25 model year, order banks are opening up October 22nd for the ICE version, and for the E-Transit, it's 10/15. And then both ICE and the gas versions are going to start production January 21st. Now, for this week, though, they are scheduling. They're looking for orders. They're going to schedule them for the week of November 25th. and then they are doing cleanup scheduling. So anybody that doesn't have your allocations has been given to you, then you have that option of getting one of those. It does say transit orders with the transit trail will not be selected for scheduling, and transit orders with the dual rear wheel and the chrome HID headlights, that's option 91A, or the black HID headlights, option 91C, will not be selected for scheduling. Limited availability for the high roof extended van, also limited availability for the medium roof passenger van, and the 3-seat passenger configuration is also limited as well there for you. So there you go. So that is all the scheduling information for this week. Again, this is just finishing out November. A lot of models already got their scheduled out for the November build dates. So at this point, they're just kind of waiting one more week. Most of the dealers have gotten their allocation scheduled out and been utilized. And now they're waiting for next week when we're going to see the scheduling of those October allocations for those December build dates. So if you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. If you're watching the recorded version on Wednesday, if you're watching this live with us, go ahead and drop those down there, and Sarah and I will get those answered for you.
Now can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I was also muted.
All right. So yeah, they pushed us out, but I'm in the hallway because again, I had that video was not able to download it in StreamYard because it was so long, so it was playing off the computer. So sorry about that. Yeah. So hopefully that's good. I think you have some questions here. Let's answer those.
Yeah.
I did answer Vols, so he was asking about the videos on our Ford Video Guy media.com website. Those videos are basically the same ones that I did on the Ford Video Guy channel. So I put them on there because they're based on each of the videos have to go with the different builds and different modifications that I've done. So
is there a difference between a bed liner and a bed mat?
So you could probably answer that. But yeah, bed liner is going to be either a spring or drop-in liner that's going to cover not only the bottom but also the sides. Whereas a bed mat is just a more flexible, durable, like an all-weather material that just goes on the bottom of the bed.
Yes.
It doesn't cover the sides or anything. So
unless you get a full bed mat, which they don't make very often, and I don't think they make for newer ones. Because Lebo and I have a full bed mat that goes up on the sides.
You have the carpeted liner, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a difference between bed mat and the carpeted liner. Okay.
Yes, yours is that. Okay.
I always have to remind myself.
I can't think of the name right now. I can't remember. Bed rug. Yours is
I have a bed rug, which when I think bed mat, I think of like a floor mat, which would be a rug.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, yours is the bed mats will be more of a very
rubbery,
durable, thick, rubbery liner that goes on the bottom.
I think I saw Rich you say that it's going to stop things from sliding as easily because it's going to grip the bottom of things. So you might have an easier time with keeping things at the closer to the gate for you.
Now, some of those, depends on the vehicle. If you get a bed mat or something, you can't get some of those other accessories that use some of this other ones because it puts that much distance. So if it's like a bed divider, they won't be able to go into those spots because that bed mat makes it all go up higher.
Yeah.
So just be aware of that.
Has Ford decided to offer a private offer for individuals that had a 23 F450 Super Duty King Ranch ordered and not delivered and have a 24 F450 that is currently unscheduled?
I was going to answer that, but I wanted to kind of answer it publicly on the live stream. So we have not heard anything. I'm waiting because I thought, well, okay, so first of all, if you were a 23 carryover, your dealer should have put your order in first for 24 because we had a bunch of 24 F450s that did schedule and they were our first carryover ones. So the people that didn't get scheduled for a build for 24 F450 were people that put theirs in a month or 2 or 3 months after the order banks opened. So those are we had 9 orders go unscheduled. But those 9 people, they weren't carryover orders for 23. So that's why Ford may not
give a private offer, because in their mind, that person that had that 23 F450 order should have gotten scheduled by the dealer for 24 model year, right? So people putting in for 24, they were not going to get private offers. So I don't see them doing that just for that reason. So
Yeah.
I would love to see people that had a 23, if they can still be able to see that it was a 23 and put in a 24, that they still give them that offer that was available for 23 model year for a 25. But it really was up to, in my opinion, your dealer didn't do the right thing when they put your order in. They should have prioritized your order ahead of everybody else's. And by in doing that, they kind of, in a sense, they didn't help you out. But that's not fair to you. But you know, that's a hard thing about that.
Yeah.
So
What does submitted to plan mean? I asked sales manager if I was scheduled last Thursday, and this is what he told me.
Okay, so submitted to plant is probably what they said.
Yes.
So that means that your order has been submitted to the plant. So that means not only are you scheduled, but your schedule will be built pretty soon, because submitted to plant or scheduled to plant is that means it's being built like in a week or two. So
Yep.
Are they still working deals at the dealership?
They are. We had 3 deals working tonight.
Oh wow. Okay. I heard the speaker going off.
Yeah, that's the second one, or that's the third one.
Okay. Any other questions?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll try to get this this video, the live stream, scheduled out as a podcast here. Try to get to it tonight. If not, I'll do it tomorrow while I'm in a session or something. We'll get that out and on the podcasting on Podbean, so it could be out there in your favorite podcasting platforms. But yeah, I think it was fun. It was different coming to Digital Dealer and kind of talk about that. Now, next week, didn't think about this. Next week, we're going to be probably talking Rebel Rally or Bronco. If the order banks open up on a week from today, which would be isn't that the 15th? A week from today is the 15th. So according to Ford, the order banks are supposed to open up the 15th, unless they might push that back. And so we'll see. So we'll either going to be talking Rebel Rally, because we'll be in the heat of it by then, because Rebel Rally starts
Maybe I
on
need
Thursday.
to do a deep dive into it and find is it true about Rebel Rally?
Yeah, could do that. So we might be talking Rebel Rally next Tuesday if the Bronco order banks haven't opened up. If they've opened up, we'll probably, because Rebel Rally goes 10 days, so we can actually talk about it the week after to end it if we need to. So we'll be talking Rebel Rally next one of the 2 next weeks, and then Bronco probably one of those other weeks. So
Okay.
anyway, all right. There's nothing else.
I don't have any other questions.
Okay.
Any rough breakdown on the 104 Mavericks listed on the website? So if you see an XL, we have a bunch of stock XLs coming in.
So we have, some of that, but we had, like I told people, we got scheduled for like a 70 1 month, and then another 65 the next month. So between the 2 months, we have like 130 to 150 Mavericks coming in. And so some of those are in transits. So, but the second batch, the ones that are here now that are showing up at the dealership, there are like 44 of them. Those were retail ordered vehicles, and some of those were retail ordered by a rental company that we had that put those orders in, and they're letting us, because their fleet's not ready to switch out yet. So they're actually telling us we can go ahead and sell those. And if they're still there when they're ready to switch their fleet out, then they might take some of them. But that gives a great opportunity for a lot of other people, because it's going to be hard to find probably an XL hybrid late in the year. But that's going to be available. But then all the stock units coming, they're almost all XLT, all-wheel drives, configured like the ones that we talked about in the Maverick Monday video a couple weeks ago. So we'll have a bunch of those coming in as well. So a lot of Mavericks. Oh, we didn't talk about that here. $1,000 if you finance with us, $1,000 off MSRP. So $1,000 below if you finance. But also we found out this week what we're doing is if you buy a warranty, we're giving you another $1,000 off. So if you finance a vehicle and get a warranty, you're $2,000 off MSRP towards that. Yes, you do have to purchase a warranty, so we get some of that back. but it also helps you discount a warranty $1,000 if you think about it that way. So that's a pretty good deal of getting into a Maverick and getting, a significant discount on a warranty or extended warranty that can make that Maverick last a long time, especially if you plan to keep it. So anyway, there you go. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect.
All right. There we go. So
I think
that's
that was all.
So a lot of those Mavericks aren't there yet. So for us on our website, should say as a status in there that it's either here or that it's in transit. If it still has an image of a Maverick in front of a train and the image, then that is the in transit vehicles. So that's something Ford does. I can't do anything else. That is their image. So when it's a vehicle's in transit, it'll show a Maverick in front of a train. That is the in transit vehicle. Once they show up, then that goes away because we do not partner with them. For the images, you'll see either real images or you'll see like a different vehicle on there, but it will not have the train in the background. So that's how you can tell the ones that are physically here versus the ones that are in transit. And we do get them through pictures pretty fast.
We try.
I heard that we have a bunch back there right now that need to be pictured. I think Washington Front was able to get 12 vehicles through in the last hour of the day. So there are going to be about 7 that need to be pictured in the morning.
Yes.
And I think most of those are those Mavericks. So.
Yeah. Are you going to be back on Friday?
Yes, I will be here Friday. I will be back Friday.
Okay.
Flying back Thursday afternoon.
I think a lot of our members were going to check in on Friday. A lot of our Florida members.
Yes.
Check in on Friday.
It'll be a check-in and making sure everybody's okay on that live stream for our members. So definitely.
Yes. Record-breaking hurricane on the way. We want all of our members safe.
We might have to. You guys in Florida, you might have to text us and tell us that you're okay. Message us.
Email.
Maybe we'll do a special post and everybody can comment in that post and let us know you're safe. So when's the hurricane supposed to hit? Is it tonight?
24 to 48 hours from this morning, I believe.
Okay, so we'll keep you all in our prayers. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay. Well, I'll let you go.
Yeah, they're thinking. Let's see. By Sunday, they'll be gone. So I don't know. Yeah, I think between 24 and 48 hours. So.
Yeah.
But we will be praying for you all and keeping you in our thoughts. Once it's past you, please message us or we'll put a post on here so you can check in.
Yeah, let us know you're safe. So.
All right.
Okay. Well, if that's it, then I think I can.
Wednesday night.
Huh?
Wednesday night. It's supposed to hit Wednesday night.
I don't think that.
So I think I can end this. Yeah, we can end this now that we have that.
But they see a history.
Yeah.
They're like, oh.
A new system in here. So we'll just if we don't have anything else.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody stay positive. Be kind to one another.
And be kind to yourself.
We'll see you later.